Holy shit. Okay, so I've got a complete tanglement of quads here because I've just merged. One second. Okay. Alright, so we'll start off with just quickly loading up the replay. God, I hope I saved it yesterday. There we go, so 3 races. Was P7 in race 1 and 2. Race 1 was fairly eventful. Started P11, but got my way up to P7 pretty quickly and then just kind of held on from there. This race didn't really go that well. Kind of battled with Tezza the entire way. I'll quickly have a look at those battles because actually they were pretty good. So we see we started P10. Tezza really improved his pace between the first and second races. I actually could have qualified right up here with where Fella was, but I mean I was up like 0.398 on my time and lost it all in the bus stop. So yeah, first lap, ended up picking myself up a penalty. I really don't understand why I got it here. It didn't feel like I was over. Let's take a quick look though. Yeah, it seemed like it was good, but yeah, I picked up half-second penalty. Someone was driving pretty slow up here. Everyone's on hard, so not really sure why. Luckily, wheel stand behind me also had a penalty, so I was thinking, well, if we can make a little breakaway, then at least I won't lose any positions to anyone behind. I guess it might have been Adam who was struggling on this opening lap. So yeah, I really stuck there. Tez has a bit of a moment going through the Fagner chicane. And yeah, luckily Omega was far enough behind that. I think Omega, he realizes that this isn't really his fight and he might just give me a bump here. No, he didn't actually ever catch up, so that was pretty lucky not to lose any positions. But little do I know that I'm going to have wheel stand coming up behind me very quickly because he starts on the medians from down here in 11th. So we'll kind of complete this lap, and then yeah, I didn't know at this point whether wheel stand was on mediums or hards or what, and so we're going to go side by side here. Kind of end up running him out of space there, but all's fair in love and war, and then he's going to catch right back up, and this is where I kind of realized that, yeah, he's on the mediums. So I think at some point I decide to let him through. I can't remember if it's straight away or not, though. Because at this point I was kind of hoping, well, maybe after 3 or 4 laps his tyres might go off enough that we reach parity. Because obviously I know I'm a quicker driver than he is. We'll see what happens up here. Yeah, he didn't get close enough that time, but that's right. So on the hard tires here, for whatever reason, I just was not getting any turn in for this corner. So despite having the headwind into Pahoon, I ended up running wide there, which allows wheel stand to slip through. So I've actually dropped quite a bit back from this group of cars here, unfortunately. Just had a really bad start to the race, but Will Stand is going to eventually catch up to Tesla. So I was about 2.3 seconds behind for most of this opening stint. I would kind of gain on Tez like a tenth or two per lap, starting from about lap 5. That's kind of, where I first, you can see I got 2:19.0, 2:18.9, so I started to do a little bit better laps here. Had a poor lap on lap 6, but anyway, we'll skip up ahead. I decided to pit at the end of lap 11 because I saw that the tyres, GTR did 13 on the mediums in his race, in race 1, so I felt pretty comfortable that I could like match the tyre wear there. So we're going to come in here. And we come out in currently last place, and we're going to very quickly start to catch up to Will Stand and Uncle Bondi here. Of course, Will Stand has now switched over to the hards, and Uncle Bondi is on the used hards. So we catch them up within half a lap. That's like about 2.5 to 3 seconds, I think it was. And then here, I thought about maybe going for the move here, but just had to kind of wait behind him. Luckily, he does run off wide at the exit there, so that gives us the free position. And then you see Tez comes out, but Tez has picked himself up a half-second penalty. And so Will Stand is going to fight Tez here. So Tez on the mediums, Will Stand on the hards. Let's see how they go through here. Not able to get through, and I attempt to just send it around the outside there at Lecombe, get the position, and I know because Tez has the half-second penalty, we're gonna be able to pick that up, I think. But actually, I have a pretty poor run. I hit the dildo here on the inside of Stavila, and that just slows us down enough. You see that, bang. And that means that I don't end up getting the run here on Tez. We get pretty close. Do I go for the move? Okay, I do go for the move. Get up on the curb here, and then, he just kind of rides me around there. That's fair enough. I think he was trying to give me space, so I was trying to give him space. And we're going to be on the inside here, and we're going to go side by side down to Air Rouge. Down to La Source. So, nice little battle here with Tez. We do get the move done. And now, does he send it back on this lap or not? Let's take a look. On this occasion, able to keep him behind me. But we do have fairly similar pace. So, for the next few laps, Tez is right on me. There's kind of just like various points where he was a little bit quicker and I was a little bit quicker at other points. So we've done 17.7 there. I think this should be his fastest lap now. This might be a low 17 for him. 17.2 for him, 17.5 for me. So he picked up a little bit of time then. And now I believe this is going to have a good enough run. You can see that the tyre wear is already a little bit in his favour, having done one less lap. So he's going to go to the outside here and send it nicely around the outside. So a little bit of a bump there, and he's able to get that cost. But he wasn't really able to pull away at all. So we're going to stay with him more or less. Just in the slipstream. So, match each other's pace on that lap, 17.5. The tyres, his are still a little bit better, owing to the one less lap he's done on them so far. But you can kind of see we're already starting to get a little bit closer into some of these corners. So nice and close this time. Turns to the inside. We go to the outside. So we're going to try and send the same move as what he did on me. And there we go, make it around the outside. So nice little tidy move there. Now he is close enough to have a go here. I think he has a little bit of a half look. Yeah, he has a little bit of a half look, but unlike Twitchy on hole, he doesn't have the tire advantage to just fully send it. And I mean, to be honest, Twitchy just pushed hole out of the way. So he stays nice and close through this lap. Still, the tires are a little bit worse for me. But here's a bit of a moment coming out of the bus stop there. So that allows me to get far enough away that he's not able to get close enough into Lacombe. Looks like I might have a little bit of a weak Lacombe here. Let's take a look. Do I mess up here or something? No, not particularly. And it's at this point that Simmons starts losing quite a lot of time. So he did a 20.8 on the last lap, so we gained 3 seconds on him in one lap. He did have a little bit of an off. So Adam's still setting quite good times in the Supra there, 17.5. Okay, so Tez gets a little bit closer on this lap, but not close enough to make a move. And you see the difference in the tires is now a little bit less, although my rears are going off a little bit faster than his. I think I must have had the brake balance one further back than what he did. And you see Simmons has now had a 25.2 and a 22.1. So in the last 3 laps, we gained 3 seconds. What's that? To 7.2 seconds. So 10.2 seconds and then 22.1, another 4 seconds. So 14 seconds we gained on Simmons in the matter of 3 laps. He was just having a complete atrocious end to this race. You see how far he's fallen behind Matthew Allen there. So we got 6th, 7th, and 8th for the battle of the Mouts, who aren't McEwen. And I think we're gonna close up a lot here, right up on the back of him. So get the move done there before the run down the straight, and I was just kind of hoping that he wasn't going to have enough tires and that he would like understeer through there. But he's able to stay pretty close, and now the Supra is going to start to get up in my slip, but he decides not to go for it there, and he's going to stay here on the left, but he's just not going to have the tires to be able to send it around the outside. So that was up into P7, and then he runs a little bit wider. Does he receive a tap from Tez that sent him wide or not? No, he hits the dildo and gets a little bit sideways on his own. So yeah, that was race 2. Gonna come home, P7. Good little battle with Tez, and nice to pick up a place on that right at the end. And now over to race 3. So this one, starting P5, again, messed up qualifying, again, lost 3 tenths in the last corner. As it was, I would have just been ahead of Hamza, aka Red One, I think. The top 3 may have been a little bit quicker. I think Conzio was 4 tenths up, and it was pretty close between them. I can't remember exactly though. But nonetheless, starting on hards, the 3 in front all starting on the mediums, and once again, will stand behind me starting on the mediums as well. Pre-race, I wrote in the chat that I was starting on the hards, and it was kind of targeted at Will Stand to let him know that I was on the harder tire, and hopefully he would start on the harder tire as well, instead of putting himself on the medium like he did last race. But no, it seemed like that was the strategy he wanted to stick to, was starting on the mediums. And after this first corner, I thought, well, he must be on the hards because he fell so far back. But as we're going to see, the front lot are just starting to pull away already with their medium tires, and Will Stand immediately started to catch up. So at that point, my heart kind of sunk because I knew I was going to lose time with Will Stand coming through again. And I think Holland here may mess up. Oh yeah, he misses his brake and just tags Conzio there. So Ranger ends up being advantaged by that rather. So Conzio loses his lead. But I mean, it was Hull who came out worse actually. He picked himself up the 2-second penalty and lost the position to Ridwan. So other than Conzio dropping behind Ranger, nothing too badly affected there. But you see here, Will Stand is going to come up on me, and at this point I was like, well, I'm not going to fight the position because I know he's on the mediums, but he just doesn't get quite close enough to take me there. And so you see, despite Hull being so much quicker on the mediums, the 2-second penalty drops him back behind myself and Will Stand. And now Will Stand has a fairly nice run here, but I think he may just run wide. No, he does keep it on. And this was a super patient move from him. That he didn't go for this was surprising, because he definitely could have just outbroken me there and taken the position. And so it was kind of, I think at that point where I'm like, all right, well, I'm gonna let him through here, because I don't want to lose time to him, like going for a late braking move and getting past me. But unfortunately, he was having really bad exits from turn 1. So the Supra should just be able to breeze past the GTR on the straight. But as it was, yeah, he just didn't catch me quick enough. So I'm actually fuel map 6 here. And I went to go move out of his way, but then kind of as I started to move, he started to move as well, so I had to quickly duck over to the left, and yeah, I just chucked it up into fuel map 6 so that he could kind of get back on the racing line as well as possible. But then I knew that I was going to have Hull also coming through, so yeah, a little bit annoying that I'm losing a second there, letting Will Stand through, and then we're going to lose another second to let Hull through. So yeah, I give the Hull the flash there. But unfortunately, he didn't have quite enough pace to get around me with the slipstream. And so I'm going to just pull over to the side here and let him through. But yeah, had to brake very early. So kind of all up, first lap I lost about a second, and then this lap we lost 2 seconds, unfortunately, because we should be doing like, 19s, low 19s at this point in the race, and I think the next lap I do, there we go, 19.3, so probably, about 2 seconds to 2.5 seconds is what I lost letting Will Stand and Hole through on this initial phase. Hey, Holland, what's up? We're just taking a look at race 3 here. So at this point, Ranger's just, really taking off. It looks like Ridwan didn't have great pace, actually. He really should be doing 17s. Konzio kind of had the 117. But you look at the tyre wear difference already between Konzio and Hamza, and then Ranger and Hamza are fairly close. And Hole obviously getting held up a little bit here, fighting with Will Stand, just waiting to get past him. You can see how quickly they've dropped me with the medium tyres. And John 27 behind me, then the other John, Pal in Porsche. So really for the rest of the stint, nothing really eventful. Hole eventually gets past, does a nice 17.3s, catching Konzio at about a second a lap. And it looks like Ranger's tyres also starting to fall off a little bit now. I think Hole has the best tyres of the top 4. So skip up ahead to the end of my hard stint. So 19.3, 19.4, 19.4, 19.4, 19.7, 19.3. Fairly happy with those lap times. Konzio pits at the end of lap 8 with completely fucked tyres. We see Hole picks himself up another penalty. And the times of the top guys are just dropping down to the 19s now. So kind of at this stage of the race, we're kind of on parity with the front runners. I think Matthew Allen was about 11 seconds ahead of me. And Hole picks up another penalty. I can see what you mean, Hole, by saying that your first stint was atrocious. So, end of lap 11, we are going to come into the pits. Hole with another half-second penalty. Ridwan's in the pits. Matthew Allen had already pitted. So, into the pits we come. And unfortunately, we've just come out with a bunch of traffic in front of us. So we've got Will Stand, Konzio, Werty, and Powell. And we are going to catch every single one of these drivers. Look how far Powell is ahead. And we are going to catch all of these drivers before they pit. So Smush there gives me a bump. So thanks to Smush for doing that. He knows that we're not racing against each other. He could have easily flown past me, so that was really, really good sportsmanship of Smush there, helping me out. We're quickly going to drive away from him, though, and start to catch up to Mr. Will Stand. So, yeah, at this point, I'm just, seeing this traffic up ahead, and my heart is slightly sinking. Hole looks like he managed to just get out ahead of it. Did he? Okay, looks like he he just came out behind Powell. So nonetheless, if Hole didn't pick up his penalties, he probably would have already been up there with Ridwan. Alright, so first on the list is Will Stand, who I think I'm going to get with a late braking move into the chicane here, as Tita pits from the lead currently. I actually had to back out then against Will Stand because he did keep the inside. But nicely able to drive around him. Werty thankfully gets into the pits. And now it's just Powell up ahead, who for whatever reason, is going 14 laps on the hards. Surprising, considering it's the Porsche. Okay, we do give power just a little bit of a bump there, unfortunately, but as is the closing speed. So it sends him a little bit wide. We're able to get past. Now we have to set upon chasing Conzio, who's done a 20.1 hole on an 18.9. We do a 17.7, again with traffic though. So we've already caught up to Conzio here. Yeah, unfortunately here, something, I fuck up with my gears here. I think I hit the limiter. Yeah, it hit the limiter at 6th. So that was really annoying. At 260 rather. Usually you're going to hit the limiter like around 261. But yeah, we're going to go for the move here on Conzio. He kind of drifts into the side of me. Yeah, at this point, like, my car is there, and I'm pretty much stuck to the apex before we make contact. So I think that's a fair move from me. I don't know what you guys might think of it. You're going to see something a little bit similar with Hull, but a little bit more violent in a few laps' time. So, Ridwan doing 19.3s, Ranger 18.8s, decent times on the hard. Yeah, I knew I had to get the move done like quite quickly against your Hull because I was eventually going to reach tire parity with you, or at least like enough tire parity that your natural speed will make us even. So I'm gonna try and get around the outside here, but you are able to get around quick enough that I just couldn't beat you to the apex. So really good defending from you there. So 18.8, so we lost about a second on that lap with the battles. And now this lap I'm just not going to get close enough for whatever reason, so kind of already Hull's kind of quick enough that I can't get an easy move on him around the outside. And so I give it a go that lap, but wasn't able to get close enough. So Hull's actually driving really well here. 18.7, that's decent pace on the mediums. It's leading pace compared to the two in front. Obviously, Hamza is losing the most amount of time with that 19.5, dropping about half a second a lap. And yeah, kind of now at this point, I'm starting to get worried that my tires aren't going to be good enough. And if I knew if I didn't have the tire advantage over Hall, there was just no way I was going to be quick enough to get past him. I think that was my first little dip of wheel spin out of the bus stop. So definitely the new tire grip is gone, but I saw Hall he had a little bit of a mistake there, and I'm thinking, well, maybe now I can get close enough. So I get a nice run over the hill. Yeah, just not able to get there. But we are now close enough that I can get my nose up here. Hall tries to go for the turn in, but I'm there. And yeah, we make a little bit of a collision, but able to get through. Watch it again. Whoa. So yeah, definitely rough racing, but as Hall said, he didn't have a problem with it. So now it's my job to try and pull away and just keep Hall far enough behind me that he's not able to get a move back on me done. And now at this point, we can see Ridwan just up there, 19.1 from him. Again, 19 flat. So this should be a bit of a slow lap for us as we had the little move up at Lake Coombe and purple sector 1 there. I think at this point my tyres are gone enough that I'm only going to be doing kind of low 18s. See, we're just getting closer and closer to Ridwan, yeah. So Ridwan on a 19.4, so we're a second faster than Ridwan at this point, and a second faster than Ranger. So just 3 laps to go. Getting closer and closer to Ridwan. You can see he's really struggling now. Already 1.3 down on his delta. Picks himself up another half-second penalty. So a lot of penalties for Daniel in this race. 20.1 there from Hamza, 19.5 from Alan, 18.7 from myself. So yeah, I think Hamza was so slow for here that yeah, I actually end up running into the back of him on the racing lane, and that puts Hole right up close to me. And so I was a little bit worried here that Hole was gonna be able to be close enough there to make a move. Hole lurking there in the background. You can see that I had the lift there at the exit at Pahun. It's because the fronts are now pretty much gone. Bit of a snap there of oversteer, but able to keep it very nice and tight there. We get a good exit, and Ridwan just gets up on the curb and we're able to get past. But we know the 13th lap on these medium tyres is going to be difficult. We see Ridwan lose it, and he's around. Does a full 360 though, manages to keep it going in the right direction. So now, Daniel and myself are pretty much going to be on parity with our tyres. I know that last lap on these hard tyres is about a 19.5. You see that with the penalty, he did a 19.7. Unfortunately, he just picks himself up the half-second penalty there. So he's giving himself a lot of work to do. At this point, my eyes are just glued to the gap between us. Just not wanting him to get within 0.3 to allow him to be close enough. I don't know at this point that he has the penalty. You can see Ranger up ahead. If it wasn't for losing the time in the opening stages of the race and then having quite a bit of traffic on my opening medium laps, I think we would have been right up behind Matthew on this last lap. At this point I see how close Daniel is, and I just know I need to get a perfect run here. I see the gap starting to increase, and then I see it drastically start to increase. I look back there and I see him transparent, and that's where I know that we've done it. We've gotten P2. Ranger just up ahead. Crosses the line with a 20.7. There we do. We did 19 flat on that last lap, so good last lap. Holland with a 20.1. Hamza with a 22.4. Decent driving from John there. 19.4 on his last lap. And then the other John, 20.2. Ponzio fell all the way down to 7th. Look at his tyres. Wow. They are fucked. What's going on with Ponzio's tyres? Is he a controller driver? Wheel stand obviously falling back after starting on the mediums. Miga coming down to finish 9th, so good effort from him to finish in the top 10. Ferbs in VR in the alternate choice here, the Genesis. Good job. Then Powell in the Porsche. if this race was 3-4 months ago, he would have done very well, but now the Porsche just isn't as competitive. Wordy, Smush, Wordy and Big Bird in the McLarens, Smush, and then it's tricky bringing up the rear here to finish 15th. Perhaps it's over. So yeah, that was the race. I hope you guys enjoyed that. And now we're going to check out Suzuka, I guess. Not Suzuka, Fuji. Actually, just taking a quick look at the points rankings. So, currently sitting in 10th place. I don't know who this guy is. It's Superslav. Got it. That's the John 27 TC or whatever his name is. Simmons with pretty poor showing from Mint Matt yesterday, actually. His tyres just really fell apart on him. Natty Gaines, Dredge, Tita, Daza, Diswood, Conzio. So from pole to 229 points for Conzio. Yogurt also not with the greatest performance there. Captain Muffin. K-Youngster. So yeah, alright. Let's take a look at Fuji. So GTR looking good, NSX as well. Fellow P2 in the world, wow. So it seems to be a choice between the NSX and the GTR, at least for qualifying. NSX concept. Okay, give that one a go first. I do wonder Actually, let's get a slower NSX time if it's available or not. It's not. Alright, Miss La. Not sure if the wind direction changes. 2.4. 2.5. Try and get a tailwind. 1.9. Maybe it's stuck on that direction. Yeah, it seems to be just stuck on that direction. Okay, well, we'll try and get a slower wind then. That's a little bit. There we go, that's a little bit of a tailwind. Not sure about the brake balance. Oof. Well, either I had a bad exit or he has an amazing wind. Okay, broke way too early there. Problem is I'm usually not very good on soft tires. I just don't really have the attacking mentality for it. So what's that, about 2 seconds off at the moment. Ugh, that's terrible. Half a second found. And probably another half a second for mistakes, so... I wonder if exiting in third gear is better. Give it a go, maybe. Definitely lost time there, though. scared to get on throttle there. Closer though. Oh, not enough. And a track limit penalty to really rub it in. So I think we're on a 30 now. We can finish the lap off. Hey Omega, how's up? What's up? Did you do the Toyota TGR race today? Nowhere near the apex now. Better through there, but turn one was bad, so. Have a better turn one though. Still miss the apex by a mile. So we dropped time there in the last sector though. Still down to a 30.9. I think we've got another 3 tenths. Maybe a penalty. Horrible. Let's keep the lap going there. See if we can do a better last sector. How come you gave it a miss? Group 2 is really difficult because the brake markers are so much later and the turn-in speed is like so much quicker than Group 3 and Group 4. Whereas Group 3 and Group 4, you kind of... they're the same... all the markers are kind of the same. Just because the lower speeds of Group 4 kind of make up for the less downforce. Whereas Group 2 really requires you to adjust your driving. Well, I didn't practice and have the dailies test today, so I didn't know what to do, but felt like I'm probably better doing something chill, yeah. Until you get more used to the rig. Yeah, fair enough. Better than my Ghost, but not great overall. Gained time back there though. By a 10th, but it's still not a great last sector there. Hey Jester, what's up? Witcher. Is that a sex game where your missus pretends you're Henry Cavill? Or do you mean video game? What do you reckon I can get? About a 30.5, I reckon. slowing down too much there. There we go. That was nice. Yeah, that was horrible. We'll just end up ahead of the ghosts into the last sector though. For what? For what? Is that good, huh? Seems not good, does it? How far, I wonder how far you can run out. Is that okay? Yeah, there you go. Might give me dirty tires though, don't know. The ghost got in my way, fuck. I wish PD would fucking hide the ghost more when you're so close to it. That was terrible. Hit the rev limiter slightly then. Fuck. come on. It's fucking awful for that, then. Yeah, just a slight improvement. Messed that up again. Don't know how that's not a penalty. Dirty tires though. Let's switch on the ASM and see how that affects the car. We might get less understeer for some of the longer corners. So I'm really looking that would get less understeer at the exit of 180R and the left-hander afterwards. Yeah, definitely less understeer there. way less understeer. Ugh. We really just fucked up that corner. But other than that, it was a decent lap. Not quite as good as last lap though. Ну да, конечно. This is better. That was not aggressive enough. Neither was that, but we'll improve. Slightly. It's about a 10th, so maybe a 30.6 high. Mid 30.6. dirty tires though. Can I hold Jeff here? Yeah, I can, can't I? Alright, that's probably good enough for time trial for now. We'll see how it compares. Yeah, 10th off of Emery, 1/10 quicker than Iqbal at the moment. God, Manny is such a freak. 6/10 off Twitchy, 8/10 off of Danny's other time. Who else we got here? 31.5 for the kid, GT Blaze. 30.3 from Bo. No pumpkin. So, same pace as Yeesh at the moment. Undoubtedly he'll improve. So 29.6 for Fella though. 9/10 off of him. Slightly up on GTR and Wind. Ah, there's a name I haven't seen for a long time. It's a pretty good time as well, 30.8. Momoko. So let's we'll back out of that. I'm going to take a look at Fella's time just to see what he's doing with the gears, if there's any major differences. What car was Manny in, by the way? He was in the GTR, 30.1. We should give that a go. Alright, time to watch Fella's shitty second place in the world lap. Well, he had the 2 meter per second wind down the back straight, so that's probably why I was losing a little bit of time to Misla. Just a little bit wide out there. Okay, first gear up to third. Alright, we can give that a shot. Gets the nice headwind for breaking into the chicane there. Okay, third gear. Third gear again. And third gear again. Alright, so third gear exits from all of these slower corners. Does he hold fifth over the line, or does he shift to sixth earlier? Okay, he shifts to sixth earlier. And check his turn one as well, again. Okay, so quite a late shift to second. Lets the car kind of rotate around in first. Pretty interesting. Actually, another thing I just wanted to check. For turn 2, is he shifting up? Okay, yeah, okay. He definitely got on the throttle there a little bit later than what would be ideal. So it's scary to think he can probably go quicker than that. I'll take a look if there's anyone practicing. If there is, we might join the lobby. Otherwise, I'm probably going to go cook some dinner. Getting a bit hungry. Nope. Toyota GR Cup practice. What the fuck? I guess their race is still going, hey. Alright, well, seeing as though no one's practicing at the moment, I'll shut this stream off and I'll jump back on later for some practice. If anyone wants to join me, I'll probably put up a lobby myself. But yeah, thanks for stopping by and watching.